Welcome to Qurayat Power Plant. We are pleased to have you work with us. As SEC-enrolled contractor, you are well aware that the power plant is a highly restricted working site. As such, safety is the #1 culture prevailing in the plant. Safety rules and procedures are strictly enforced so that nobody gets hurt in the performance of his work. To be safe, one must know and be familiar with the basic safety program. Safety is a team effort, and you are an integral part of the team. Following next is the safety induction program of the plant. Plant safety begins the moment you enter the power plant. SEC-issued ID should be displayed at all times. For those whose work is just for a few days and no SEC IDs are obtained from the headquarters, arrange your gate pass ahead of time to avoid delays. After completing all requirements with the security, do not proceed to your work site. Wait at the gate for SEC personnel who will be assigned to guide you. Never, even at your own risk, go around the plant without the designated employee to guide you. The supervising engineer or lead man is responsible to organize and control his team. Before starting your walk-down or intended work, know the general rules when going around the plant, whether on foot or by vehicle. Official working time for admin and maintenance personnel starts at 7 o'clock and ends at 3 p.m. If your work requires that you stay beyond the regular working time, prior approval from plant management is required. The operation is manned 24 hours daily, working in 3 shifts. The plant is a low-speed limit zone for all types of vehicles. Speed limit is set at 25 kph. Smoking is prohibited inside the power plant. Those who cannot resist the call of nicotine, shaded wooden benches are provided outside manned buildings to serve as smoking area. Due to security reasons, picture taking is absolutely forbidden anywhere inside the power plant. Should the purpose of your visit requires taking photos of equipment or site, prior approval from plant management must be obtained. Any unauthorized picture taking will result in the confiscation of the camera and investigation by the ISD. The use of any handheld two-way radio is not allowed under any circumstance. Only duly authorized SEC personnel are allowed to utilize two-way radio inside the power plant. It's a personal commitment. No one can protect you from any harm or danger except yourself. Wearing of PPEs is indispensably important. At all times, basic PPEs required are safety shoes and helmet. A specific equipment or gadget is required for every specific type of hazard. For example, use earplugs or ear muffs in a loud noise environment. Therefore, since you are familiar with your scope of work, you should be ready to have the necessary gadget or equipment needed for the type of hazard in your work. Any worker without the basic PPEs will not be allowed to enter the power plant. Work site very well. Make an initial inspection and brief your workers before deploying them to the site. No work shall be performed without first obtaining the permit to work. Every contractor should have a SEC-authorized permit to work receiver. In the absence of qualified PTW receiver from your team, approach SEC personnel assigned to coordinate your work so he can arrange for the proper personnel to receive in your behalf. At your work site, Inspect the equipment you will work on. Make sure that it is properly tagged out and locked out. You must obtain the key to the lock. Keep it until the work is completed. Start the work only after you have made an independent risk assessment of the area, system, or equipment you will work on. Isolate your working area with proper type of isolating tape. Make sure to have adequate numbers of portable fire extinguishers in your work site. Maintain good housekeeping at all times, during, upon leaving an incomplete work, and at the completion of the project. Your work around the plant. Observe safety indicators, signage, and other forms of safety reminders. Pathways are clearly marked. Avoid crossing beyond restricted lines. Near or around highly energized electrical equipment, do not cross beyond danger lines or go over any physical barriers. Strictly observe and follow all signage which are conspicuously displayed around the plant. Come in different types and forms. Know them well. Chemical substances can pose various hazards to an individual. Some chemicals are corrosive, others are explosive, some could be fatal when ingested. Electricity is a potential hazard if not properly handled. The roads can be busy with vehicle traffic. Beware of running vehicles, lifts, or cranes. Confined spaces can cause suffocation if not well ventilated. Compressed air system can cause injury due to high pressure. Hot areas such as combustion equipment or exhaust diffusers can be a source of personal injury. Elevation is a potential hazard due to its position. Rotating equipment such as pumps can cause serious physical injuries. Measures are designed to avoid injury or accidents. No measure is foolproof. Sometimes, incidents or accidents occur due to human error, material failure, or equipment breakdown. Power plant requires truthful reporting of injury or incident. Near-miss incident. What is a near-miss incident? It could have been an accident but didn't materialize. Any accident, no matter how minor, should be reported. Any bodily injury, no matter how minor, should be reported too. Environmental incident. This refers to any incident such as incidental release of ozone-depleting gases or spillage of corrosive chemicals that have impact on the environment. Any observed unsafe place. Prior to starting any work in an unsafe place, measures should be put in place to make it safe first. At any time, anywhere. If at the time of your visit or stay in the plant, an emergency of whatever nature arises, rest assured that the power plant has the capability to cope with any emergency. In case of fire, there are adequate numbers of portable fire extinguishers spread around the plant. This is in addition to existing a specific fire protection system of some equipment. In case of personal injury or any bodily harm, there are 14 sets of first aid boxes strategically mounted in different locations. Approach any SEC personnel for direction. The power plant has 5 well-trained first aiders who can easily attend to any personal injury or emergency until the arrival of medical experts at the site. An emergency siren audible all over the plant will annunciate an actual emergency. However, at 11 o'clock of every morning of every Monday, there is a routine sounding of emergency indicated by 3 intermittent long sound. This is to simulate and test the device. During an actual emergency which requires evacuation from workplaces, power plant has designated 3 evacuation locations properly marked. Everyone is required to assemble in any of these locations until the emergency is declared contained or suppressed. Anytime, for any reason, or wherever you are, and you need immediate assistance, various means to ask for assistance is available. You can ask SEC personnel who is assigned to you. If you find yourself alone, you can use the paging system line 5 and your call for help will be broadcast live all over. Paging devices are installed inside buildings, control centers, tank farms, near gas turbine units, and along the roads installed in lampposts. The remote control desk is 24-hour manned facility. You can call by direct dial 36226 and our staff will gladly attend to you. Or you can approach any SEC personnel nearest you and ask for help. Thank you and have a safe working days ahead of you. You have just been inducted to the safety program of the power plant. Please sign on the induction sheet that will be provided to you. You will also receive a copy of SEC Safety Manual for Contractors for your ready reference. Should you have any question or need for clarification, our safety staff are ready to answer any of your query. Again, thank you and have a pleasant stay.